Hey Mixers, welcome back to another WNBA player props video. It's been about a week since we took a break for the All-Star break. There were no WNBA games going on. I didn't do a video for the All-Star game. I didn't place any bets on the three-point contest or the skills competition or the All-Star game. If you did, I hope those bets turned out great for you. We do have a huge 5-game slate to welcome us back, but we are going to be a little bit cautious going into it because there's a lot of things going on. I did want to get this video out early though because the lines are up, but they are moving. So I just wanted to get out this video, give you an idea of where my head is at. If you're new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. I do have 2 best bets for you, so if you leave a comment down below with the hashtag in the mix, then you'll be entered into that contest to win a cash prize if those 2 best bets hit. All right, guys, let's jump into those. All right, guys, so first we do need to do a recap of that last day that we had before the All-Star break. We went 2-2 on the best bets, and we went 3-3 on the leans, so pretty much an even day. First, we had Allisha Gray over 8.5 rebounds and assists. She did have 12, so that was an easy cash. And then we had Skylar Diggins over 15.5 points. She only had 8. She shot 2 for 10. So, I mean, maybe she could have got us there, but that was a freak low-scoring game. The Storm have not been playing very well. Courtney Williams was an added play under 26.5 PRA. She ended with 24, so she did get us close there. She did get close to that line, but she did go under for us. And then Aaliyah Boston was an added play in the comments over 6.5 rebounds. She did only have 3, so that unfortunately was a bad ad. Luckily, hopefully most of you guys didn't see that. That brings our total WNBA record for the season up to 62-40-2, which is just hovering just over 60%. So we definitely want to bring that up if we can. Our leans went 3 for 3. We had Kayla Thornton over 13.5 points. She only had 4. She shot 1 for 8. Paige Bueckers over 17.5 points. She had 20. I wish I would have made that a best bet. I told you last minute, Paige and Asia, they both went over. Asia Wilson over 21.5 points. 37 is what she had. And then Jewel Lloyd over 1.5 3-pointers. She shot 1 for 4, and they were winning by so much that she just didn't need to help out with those extra 3-pointers. And then Erica Wheeler over 1.5 3-pointers. She did have 2. And then Tiffany Hayes over 19.5 PRA. She only had 6. By the way, Temi Fagbenle had a great game, while Kayla Thornton and Tiffany Hayes didn't. So, and Temi had a horrible game the time that we took her a few games ago. So that's kind of frustrating with the Valkyries. I'm going to have to take a closer look at their rotations and see, the reads all made sense, but they all didn't hit. So there's got to be some problem there. So let's jump into today. I do have Paige on here as a best bet over 8.5 rebounds and assists. Her points line is 16.5, so it's kind of low for her. So Vegas is clearly thinking she's not going to have a good matchup against the Storm here. They are playing an away game, and the Wings do play much better at home. I just feel like if Paige can't get there with points, then she will facilitate, and she'll get there with either points or facilitating one way or the other. I like her PRA. If you can find it at 25.5, that's good. 16 is pretty good, I think, for her points, if you want to take that. I personally just like the RA better. She's over in 12 of 18 games, and she had 14 against the Storm already once, but that was a home game. Now, our next best bet is Jackie Young over 21.5 PRA. She is over in 100% of her home games this season. Her lines are way too low. So I'm actually going to be taking her points line over 13.5. I'm going to take her RA line over 7.5. And I'm taking her PRA over 21.5. So if she sells me, this is going to really hurt because I have her in a lot of bets. But she's just over in 100% of games this season. I think that Vegas is expecting, the Atlanta Dream are a great team, in my opinion, one of the best. And they're going to come in here and they're expecting a low-scoring game here, or a game where Asia just dominates the ball. I think that the Atlanta Dream are going to come in with the game plan of shutting down Asia, and that's going to leave a lot of more opportunities for Jackie Young and Chelsea Gray to get up some points, some rebounds, some assists. So I also like Chelsea Gray as a lean. She is our first lean over 14.5 points and assists. I know it's a little scary betting on both Chelsea and Jackie, so you can just choose one or the other, whichever you like better. But she is over in 14 of 22 games. These teams have not played each other yet, the Dream and the Aces. So that's potentially going into this line as well. But I think this is going to be a points in the paint game. Obviously, that is where Asia dominates. but I just think Jackie Young and Chelsea Gray's lines are too low. So take your pick on what you like the best and roll with it. Don't overexpose yourself to this game. Just put, like I would do no more than 2 units between all the different props if you choose to go in on a couple of different props. Don't get out of control and overexpose yourself to this game. And then I have a lean Sonia Citron over 20.5 PRA. She's over in 12 of 22 games, and in the games where she hasn't been over, she's just been right there. So I'm definitely going to take a look at her fantasy score when it comes out. I'm also going to be taking a look at Gabby's fantasy score, Gabby Williams, when that fantasy score line comes out. But Sonia is over in about half of her games here, and she just had a bad game against the Sparks, who's one of the worst defensive teams in the league, and that was an away game. Now they're playing them again at home. I think Sonia, gets over this line at home, makes a statement after that really ugly game that they just had against the Sparks in California. My next lean is Lee Yeru over 16.5 PRA. Honestly, I think she's going over this line. I'm only putting it as a lean because she's either way over this line or way under this line. And these are just the last 10 games. She's over in 6 of 10, where she's been playing 22 plus minutes. So she's been playing anywhere between 22 to 30 minutes. Before that, she was playing like less than 10 minutes a game. So she's been very productive when she's been on the court. I also like her 15.5 points and rebounds line. I just threw the assists in there as well because she's been getting like 1 to 3 assists a game. So sometimes 4. And so I just wanted to just get the full PRA. And it's only a lean because she hasn't come anywhere close to this line. It's either way over or way under. Our next lean is going to be Easy Magbagor over 6.5 rebounds. Her minutes have been super solid, so she's just been playing really super solid minutes. This graph right here is just showing you the home games, and they are hosting the Wings at home. She's over in 9 of 12 games at home, which is 75%. However, one of those misses was a blowout against the Connecticut Sun, who, obviously she didn't play full minutes. You can see the minutes line dipped there. She only played 20 minutes. Now, the Wings are an elite rebounding team, even on the road. So she had 7 against the Wings when they played in Dallas. Now she's playing at home. I think she can get a 7 again. So, I really like that lean. I did consider it making a best bet. I might upgrade it throughout the day over, we have a whole day tomorrow and then Tuesday as well. So this might get upgraded to a best bet. So just watch that pinned comment. I might upgrade some of these leans or I might add some more bets in here later. And then my last lean, I'm probably going to play this almost every single game. Kiki Ariafin over 7.5 rebounds. She's over in 14 of 22. She had 8 against the Sparks just barely in an away game that was really ugly. And she only played 26 minutes. Her minutes have not been consistent. So she's been playing anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes, and it's not consistent. So Aaliyah Edwards has been coming in for her whenever Kiki gets pulled off the court. And Aaliyah Edwards has been very, very productive. She's been getting tons of rebounds and been able to put up points. So I don't see any reason why the Mystics don't continue that rotation of giving Aaliyah Edwards a lot of playing time as well as Kiki Ariafin. But we're going to keep betting on Kiki Ariafin's rebounds line and hope that her minutes do get a little bit more stabilized. So in the last game against the Sparks, which was really ugly, the entire Mystics bench played a ton of minutes, way more than usual. I'm hoping that just that doesn't happen here at home. All right, guys, so those are our 2 best bets, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leans, and some of those might get upgraded to best bets throughout the day. The lines are moving a lot. So tomorrow, once those lines settle a little bit, maybe we can find some unders to attack. There's been a few that I've been looking at, and maybe we find a couple more overs that I didn't put in here. So if you can just take the time to like and subscribe, I would really appreciate that. Leave a comment if you want to be entered into that cash contest for the cash giveaway if those 2 best bets do hit. So comment hashtag in the mix and then whatever you want, because we only have the 2 best bets today, so you don't have to choose any players. But I would still love to hear your opinions on any of the picks I made here, as well as any other players that you found that you think could go over their lines tomorrow or under their lines tomorrow. And, I'll take a look at those. So we're all trying to help each other out here. Thanks, guys.